team, so I am totally coming at you with nothing prepared, but I woke up this morning like seriously so pumped to change my life and to change others' lives and to grow this team tremendously this year. So it's already almost May of 2016. We have 7 months left of this year, and I seriously want to kick some major butt with you guys, and I really wanted to share with you my goals and what my goals are for this team. I came into this business in November of 2014. I was going all in. I was so ready to do this. I ended up losing my 2 jobs, which was crazy in itself. I was failing nursing school, and I was at a point in my life that I really had no direction. I had no idea where I was going to go. College I was so over it, and I was ready to be done with it because I'd worked so hard to get where I was, and then failing hit me like a brick wall. So I came into this business and I was ready to go, and I really started to see what my passion was, and why I really wanted to do this business was because I loved helping people. I loved seeing people transform their lives, not just through health and fitness, but really making something of their lives. So that is what my whole purpose was when I came into this business, and obviously because I wanted to really start working on my own health and fitness, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity. So I definitely had no idea, sorry about the dogs, I definitely had no idea what I was doing in the beginning. Chloe. But I jumped in full force, and I was so excited to do this, and I'm already a go-getter anyway. During college, I tried to get as much done as I possibly could. So I was ready to go. I was ready to really just put myself in this business, and I did, and I was having great success. And although I had that new coach post, and what I was saying to people, I was definitely a new coach, and you could see that, but I was ready to go. So I continued my journey, and I ended up going to Summit, which is amazing. It is an amazing experience, and I really hope that you guys will get registered for next year, because I want to see all of you on this team there, because it is so exciting, and it really just brings everything to life. What you've been doing through this coaching opportunity, it brings everyone together. It's just a very positive, high energy community. So get yourself on the wait list for next year when it comes around, or get your ticket. And then also, so I went to Summit, and I was Diamond, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. I am doing great. And then I came back from Summit and immediately went on a mission trip. And when I went on that mission trip, I did not have any access to social media, and I let my mindset really fall in the cracks, and I came back and I lost my diamond. That really hurt my mindset, and I really started to let that really get to me and where I was going. So I kind of fell off the bandwagon. I was still obviously being a coach, but I wasn't going in full force, and I really was stuck at where do I go from here, and what do I need to be doing? I was so lost, and I wasn't reading personal development. I wasn't really before then either. I had a couple books, but I wasn't really diving into it like they say to do. So a couple months went by, and I was realizing that I was struggling to reach Success Club, which the previous months I had hit it every single month. And so I was realizing that I was down to the crunch time, and I was not in the club, and I was freaking out, and I was so overwhelmed that I knew that something had to change. I had to turn my attitude, my mindset around, and really start diving into what I wanted. So I grabbed a personal development book. I started reading it, started really diving into it. And then I finished out the year strong, but there were months that it was rocky, because what I was doing in the previous months were starting to hit me then, and it really affected my business. So when they say what you do now affects next month is the truest thing I've ever heard. So make sure that you're inviting and that you're doing your personal development, and you're getting your mindset right now, because next month it's all going to fall into place. So I got my mindset right, and when January rolled around, everyone's setting New Year's goals, and I didn't want to set any health and fitness goals because I was already working on my health and fitness, and I knew that I was going to do that anyway. So I wanted to set goals that pertain to my business and something that would really jumpstart me, get me going again, and get me excited about this. So I committed myself to doing the Power of 3 at least every single day in 2016. So January, I did it every single day. I committed myself to reading personal development every single day, because those are the vital behaviors. If we're not doing those, we're not growing our business. So I committed myself to those, that I was going to do those every single day without fail. And in January, it was slow again, because what I was doing in December still wasn't adding up to what I was wanting in January. So in January, when I recommitted myself to all of those vital behaviors and I really started to dive into that, my February, my March, everything was starting to come together, and I was realizing that, you know what, when I'm consistent and I'm doing those vital behaviors, everything else seems to fall into place. So I committed myself. I went on the cruise with Beachbody. How amazing was that? That was awesome, and I didn't have to pay for it. They rewarded me for doing a great job the previous year. So you can do that too. Everyone is capable of that. I had rocky times in 2015. I had times I didn't believe in myself. I had times that my mindset was in the gutter so far that I didn't know if I could get myself out. But I still made it a point to be on that cruise, and I got there. So right now is what I'm telling you, is that I'm here to commit myself to my goals and my goals for this team. So my goals, they are so scary, and I'm so scared to say these goals because the truth, of them coming true just seriously makes my heart want to beat out of my chest. So, and I literally am about to tear up because I'm seriously so excited about this. So, my goals for 2016 is that I will be an elite coach, and that my team will be in the top 100 of Beachbody. That is a huge goal. It's seriously the scariest goal I've ever said, and I want that for us so bad. I want every single one of you to push yourself to just come together as a team and reach that goal, because it doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing personally, adding coaches and stuff. Has everything to do with this team coming together, pulling together, and working as a team to reach that goal. So it all boils down to my leadership and you guys coming together and putting that all together. So that is my goal for this team, is to be in the top 100 of Beachbody. So although that's scary, and I can take a deep breath now that I've said that, my goals for myself is that I make $100,000 in the next 12 months, and that by December I am making at least $5,000 a month. Okay, and then my short-term goals is that by July I am making enough to not have to work, because a lot of you don't know this yet, but I'm spilling the beans now. Tevis, my boyfriend, and his brother and I are moving to Texas, and it's a huge leap of faith. First, I've never not lived at home, so holy cow, that's scary. And then second off, we have to pay bills now. So that is scary in itself, but what scares me more is not being able to work from home, not being able to have that freedom. So that's why I'm setting a goal right now that by the time that we move, by July, by Summit, that I will be able to stay home with my dogs and to provide for us and be able to pay our bills, to do things and still come back home, because that is super important to me. because like I said, I've never not lived at home. So that is a huge deal for me, because if I don't have the freedom to come home whenever I want, that's even more scary for me to move to Texas. So those are my big scary goals for this year, and I really hope that you guys just realize that I want your success as bad as I want my own. Like, you guys mean so much to me, and this team would not be here if it was not for you. So it's time to pull together as a team. It's time to step up our game, each and every one of us, and pull together and get through this, and seriously commit to reaching our goals, commit to those 3-4 vital behaviors, and start believing in ourselves, because we can totally do this. We're gonna be a top 100 team in 2016. Let's do this, guys.